if you're in the stage of your cut where you're going to bed hungry and you're waking up hungry and you think about food a lot, I understand you completely, because that's where I'm at right now. And this video is a really fun video because I found foods that keep me satiated but are really low calories. So these foods you would like steer way away from in a bulk. It would be impossible to eat all of this food in a bulk. So these foods are just for being in a deficit. And so I've been in a deficit for about 4.5 months now. I'm at 15%, but to get to that 12%, now I really have to refine and dive in deep and make sure that the calorie deficit is staying at the deficit and I'm not going over, even if it's by a little bit through the cooking oils or whatever. So I've got about, I'd say 8 or 9 different ingredients here that I want to show you. I'm going to start off with the most obvious to, at the end, my most favorite. So stay until the end of this video to see the best food hack that I've found. And now I'm incorporating in so many of my meals because it just keeps me so full for so long. All right, so we're going to start with number 1. And this may be boring, but water. Water is 0 calories, and I highly recommend after every meal just to get your stomach feeling full. Even though like it feels like a chore, after your meal, drink a glass of water, because if you're like me and you're smashing down like a 700 calorie meal, which is like quite big, you're still feeling hungry because the 4.5 months in a deficit, you've just slowly starved yourself. So even after big meals, you're feeling hungry. So a little tip, trick, or hack is to just chug a glass of water to keep your stomach full. Second one, you may already be doing this, like not even being in a deficit, but this gets me through the day, which is just sugar-free energy drinks. And I just want to say, first off, this is not medical advice. It's probably pretty unhealthy for you, but for me, this is what works for me. I really enjoy having something sweet with artificial flavoring. That gives me a bit of a boost, and like it gives me something other than water to enjoy. So I would drink these throughout the day, maybe just one throughout the day along with black coffee, but 8 hours before I go to sleep. A really good hack if you want something like sweet and soda-y, poppy, is Diet Coke caffeine free. So there's no caffeine in it and you get that Coke flavor, which is really nice, which is a really good hack. All right, we're gonna get into stuff that people are not more so familiar with until the end, where it just gets like, what is that? So hack coconut oil spray. So you want to spray for about 3 seconds on your pan, and then that's it. And that would be about half a tablespoon of coconut oil and around 20 to 30 calories. So that is a big hack because lots of your calories will come from oils and fats from the oils. The next one is seasoning, Nando's peri peri salt. This is like eating takeaway food. So if you get your Spud Light potatoes, 25% carb less, or just normal potatoes, you can sprinkle this on it and it's gonna taste like you're eating at like Nando's, Nando's is my favorite. If I could get my hands on KFC chip salt, I would, but they don't sell it anywhere. If anyone does have a link, leave it in the comment section below because I'd love to get my hands on some KFC chicken salt. Next one, if you know, you know. Hot sauce on everything, on chicken. It's super low calories. It's got a bit of spice, a bit of flavor to it. You need this for your chicken. For what else do I put it on? Pretty much, yeah, just pretty much chicken. I don't put anything on steak other than salt and pepper. Next one is, now it's going to start to get a little bit interesting. So jelly light. So I make, while I'm meal prepping, I make a big bowl of this for when I get home after work, because it's literally 5 calories for a massive bowl. And all you have to do is put the sachet, add hot water, 250 mils, then 250 mils of cold water, leave in the fridge. And then when you come home, you got a massive bowl of jelly that is no calories. Like, it is the biggest hack because it feels like a full meal and you can go to bed like feeling satisfied, like having that bit of sweetness, but there's no sugar in it. And also feeling like you've just had something big. Literally 5 calories. Highly recommend getting your hands on some jelly. Next is, if you're a sweet tooth, when I'm in a deficit, I don't touch any, like the closest it's going to get to sugar is like a sugar-free soda. So next is an actual dessert, which is a custard mix. So if you were to actually get real custard, it would be around 400 or 500 calories for the same serving as one of these, which is a custard light, 64 calories. And if you're in a deficit of like 500 and your calorie target is 1800, that would be like 5% of your daily calorie intake for a whole bowl of custard. So definitely recommend this hack, custard, if you do have a sweet tooth and you don't want to exceed your calorie budget. Next one is kind of similar. Greek style low fat fresh yogurt. It's super low calories as well. Let's see how many calories. This is per serving 136 calories, which is very low for what it is. So if you're looking to make maybe overnight oats or something that tastes really sweet, like that custardy taste, it's made out of Greek style fresh yogurt. So recommend. All of this stuff you can find at Coles. They've also got the mousse. I'm not too sure in America if you'd be able to find it, but look around in the health section or in the cake mix section and look for the light stuff. This is actually really interesting. I love peanut butter. Like, one thing I can't eat when I'm on a cut is peanut butter because the calories are so dense in the fat. But if you know, you know, this is PB2 and you can add this in literally everything. I add it in chicken and noodle recipe and it tastes like satay chicken. I add it in my Greek yogurt and it tastes like peanut butter custard. It is so delicious and it's super low calories. It is 55 calories per serving, which is a heaped tablespoon. So a heaped tablespoon of peanut butter will probably be like 250 calories. So if you're wanting something like peanut butter, it pretty much is, but just without the calories. And now, this is the last one. You've made it all the way to the video. This is what has made my deficit a breeze. It's been so easy with this. 20 calories for a whole bowl of shiitake noodles. It gets you so full and there is so much of it, you feel like you don't want to eat anymore. And that is so rare on a deficit. Like, if I was on a bulk, I would not go anywhere near these because it is so much food. So some good recipes I make with this is I cook chicken, put a little bit of Nando's peri salt on it, some hot sauce, and then at the end in the pan, whack these on, put a little bit of soy sauce, and then also a little bit of PB2, and you get a whole bowl of, it tastes like Thai stir fry for 400 calories or whatever the chicken breast calories is, because you're pretty much just eating chicken breast. Because what these are, they're made from a plant which is 97% water. So these are like basically water, but they have the same texture, same thickness even as like pasta or noodles. So that, if you are in a deficit and you're struggling, go to the store right now and stock up on these. I will literally have it with chicken. Yesterday I actually made a kangaroo beef, oh no, sorry, a kangaroo mince bolognese with these, and it was the biggest thing of bolognese that I've had in over 4.5 months. It was like, if it was normal, it would be like 4 or 5 servings. That's how much I got out of these. And the whole bowl was like 450 calories. So highly recommend the shiitake noodles. They are a little bit on the pricier side, but if you're shopping, you're saving a lot of money from eating out, like going or ordering Uber or going to restaurants or picking up something from, you know, KFC or whatever. They're $3. So when I say expensive, I mean like per meal. So that plus a chicken breast is like $7 or $8 per meal, which isn't that expensive when you really think about it. So yeah, I hope you got some stuff out of this video, and these are what I wish I knew at the start of a deficit, because it would have made my deficit go a lot more easier. But if you are at that 15% range like me and you're trying to get down to 12, these are just like game changers, because there's just so much food and and it's tasty. And in a deficit, especially at 15%, like you're sacrificing like a lot of taste. And I always do say don't use food as entertainment, but it gets to a point where you just like, because you've slowly starved yourself for so long, like everything just looks really good. So there's ways around it to still have lots of good stuff, but by making good options to enjoy them. So use your time, utilize your knowledge to make the options to give yourself a better chance. Cool. If you guys have any more video ideas that you'd like me to touch on, leave it down in the comment section below. Until the next video, 6 p.m. every day.